Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alexis Bellino claims RHOC is intentionally making her look bad. Just days after Alexis Bellino was roasted by Real Housewives of Orange County fans, after momentarily allowing comments on her Instagram page, she returned to the social media platform with some shocking accusations seemingly aimed at Bravo. To say Alexis is having a rough season 18 is putting it mildly. After almost a decade away from the show, Alexis was added as a friend this season. The news of her return came after she very publicly announced she was in a relationship with Shannon Beater's ex, John Jansen. John and Shannon broke up following her arrest for DUI. It seemed only days went by before Alexis and John became official on Instagram. And with the newly branded Johnny J, she came in hot. Taking on Shannon in her first appearance was child's play compared to her next move. While cameras rolled, she and John threatened to release video of Shannon from the night of her DUI, unless she paid back a $75,000 loan, a move known commonly as extortion. Her behavior is so bad that the Daily Beast, in its recap of the most recent episode, named her the most hated Real Housewives villain ever. The woman formerly known as Jesus Jugs took to social media this weekend to claim fans are not seeing the truth about her career. "I just want to let everyone know that what you're seeing in my career is not real. It's not the truth. There has been so much left out intentionally to paint me in a bad light. It's awk. I'll take one for the team to get ratings for this business, but I will live in truth, and I will bring the truth. Whether I have to do it here on my Instagram page, or if this career I chose decides to bring the truth out. Either way, it will come out, and you will also see the true Alexis. Because what you're seeing on your TV right now is not me," she added. She revealed that her plan to share her truths involves her own weekly recaps so she can give her side of what happened. Alexis added that the recaps would actually intrigue you all. While Alexis may have her comments turned off on the post, fans turned to X to weigh in on her big news. One fan asked, "Can someone tell me what her career is?" Another questioned, "Blame the edit. Don't these reality stars get tired of saying this whenever fans don't like them?" She first talks about her business, which is. Then she admits that she'd hate herself too, and ends up blaming Bravo for the way she's been shown. Han, Bravo can't put words on your mouth. Also, you were having so much fun with Andy and Johnny J, the extortionist rapper, last week, blasted a third. A fourth simply said, "No one cares, Alexis." New Real Housewives of Orange County episodes air Thursday nights on Bravo. Tell us, do you think Bravo is making Alexis look bad on purpose, or is she doing it all on her own? Sound off in the comments below. Alexis Bellino, a former star of the reality television series The Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, has come forward with serious allegations against the show's producers, claiming that they have intentionally manipulated her image to portray her in a negative light. Bellino, known for her dramatic departure from the show after several seasons, has been vocal about her personal and professional struggles post-RHOC, and now she's breaking her silence about what she believes to be a deliberate effort to damage her reputation during her time on the series. In a series of interviews and social media posts, Alexis has raised concerns about the lengths the producers would go to ensure that certain narratives were pushed forward, often at her expense. According to Bellino, these behind-the-scenes manipulations were done intentionally, designed to tarnish her public persona and cast her in an unflattering light. But why would the producers do this? Is it a case of a disgruntled cast member seeking to shift the blame, or is there a deeper issue at play? To understand Alexis Bellino's claims, one must first look at the nature of the Real Housewives franchise and its emphasis on drama, tension, and sensationalism. From the very beginning of her time on RHOC, Alexis Bellino was positioned as the picture-perfect housewife. She was a devoted wife to her then-husband Jim Bellino, a successful entrepreneur, and a mother of 3 young children. Her outwardly ideal life seemed like the perfect fit for the show's format, which thrives on presenting the glamorous yet often tumultuous lives of wealthy women in the public eye. However, as the seasons progressed, Alexis began to clash with her co-stars, most notably Vicki Gunvalson, Tamra Judge, and Heather Dubrow, whose more established personalities left little room for Alexis to find her footing. Bellino's image was often contrasted with that of her co-stars, who, despite their own imperfections, were seen as the more relatable and authentic figures. Alexis, however, found herself labeled as fake and out of touch, a narrative that she believes was deliberately constructed by the show's producers. These producers, according to Alexis, would often encourage her to take sides in conflicts or say things that would increase tension with other cast members, which she now believes were designed to make her seem like the villain in many situations. There were countless moments where I was encouraged to be confrontational, Alexis said in an interview. They wanted me to say certain things that didn't feel true to who I am. They pushed me to act in ways that were out of character, all for the sake of drama and ratings. It's hurtful to think that they were so invested in making me look bad, but that's exactly what happened. The reality television world is infamous for its manipulation of storylines, with producers often shaping narratives to create the most compelling television. However, what makes Alexis Bellino's claims particularly alarming is her suggestion that her portrayal on RHOC was far from organic. She insists that she was not simply reacting to the drama around her, but was actively coaxed into situations that would make her appear cold, calculating, and disingenuous. One of the most notable examples of this alleged manipulation occurred during the infamous Season 7 reunion, where Alexis and Vicki Gunvalson's rivalry reached a boiling point. During this tense confrontation, Alexis was depicted as being overly defensive, unable to handle the criticism of her fellow housewives, and often appearing to be disingenuous. While fans at the time attributed these reactions to Alexis's inability to hold her own against the more seasoned RHOC veterans, Alexis now insists that the reunion was edited to make her appear less sympathetic than she truly was. They didn't show the full picture, Alexis said, referencing the reunion footage. There was a lot more context that was left out. They only showed certain clips of me looking upset, but they didn't show how I tried to stay calm and collected. It was all edited to make me look like I couldn't handle the heat. That wasn't who I am. Adding to her frustration was the way in which her personal life was treated by the show. Alexis's marriage to Jim Bellino was often a point of discussion, with many of her co-stars questioning the authenticity of their relationship. While Alexis and Jim may have appeared perfect on the surface, their marriage was ultimately rocked by a public divorce in 2018. Bellino has since suggested that RHOC played a significant role in the breakdown of her marriage, claiming that the constant scrutiny and portrayal of her as a gold digger or sugar mama damaged her relationship beyond repair. I don't think people realize how hard it is to live your life under a microscope, Alexis explained. Jim and I were not perfect, but we were going through things privately, and the show brought everything into the public eye. They put so much pressure on us as a couple, and I felt like I was being unfairly judged for things that weren't true. In hindsight, I see how they pushed certain narratives to paint me in a negative light. Despite her negative experiences on RHOC, Alexis Bellino hasn't completely turned her back on the reality television world. In fact, she's returned to the spotlight in recent years, sharing her life through social media platforms, her own podcast, and various other ventures. She continues to use her platform to advocate for mental health awareness, self-love, and resilience, especially when it comes to dealing with the pressures of public scrutiny. However, her time on RHOC remains a source of contention, with Bellino continuing to speak out about how reality TV shaped her public image. "I've learned so much about the power of editing and how it can make or break someone's reputation," Alexis admitted. "It's not about telling the truth anymore. It's about creating a story that people will watch. And unfortunately, my story became one of negativity." Bellino's claims have sparked a conversation about the ethics of reality television, especially in the world of the Real Housewives. It raises the question of how far producers should go in constructing narratives for their cast members, and whether it is ethical to manipulate someone's image for the sake of entertainment. While Alexis's experience is certainly one of frustration and hurt, it also serves as a reminder of the complexities of being a public figure in the world of reality television.